Thank you, Mr. Chairman, committee members. Appreciate the opportunity to say a few words here, although they're kind of shallow and hollow from what you've just heard from the three previous witnesses. I think this is all about some justice, and the statute of limitations has got to change here. I don't know what the numbers should be, but just learning as we do weekly here, just reading newspapers, we have got a lot of very silent people out there, and those are the ones we have to encourage to come forward. And it's amazing that no government body, judiciary, legal system ever contemplated the kinds of institutional crimes that we're witnessing now in the last few decades, and what we're learning that goes back 40, 50, and 60 years. Just incredible. Yet the unthinkable has happened. Society's most revered institutions and the consequences for those terrible actions of sexual abuse to those children. Think about how large this system is. You have Boy Scouts of America. You have the United States Olympic Committee. You probably have the most prestigious prep school in the United States, our own St. George's mentioned here. And you have the Catholic Church. The common denominator is the length of the victim's abuse. These usually aren't one time. These are years in many, many cases. But the length of the victim's horror lasts for generations, mainly in silence. As for the predator, as we found out from Dr. Nasser and other situations, Boston Spotlight, you need an army of accusers to get anywhere with this incredible power that these institutions have. So 7 years, one generation, that's not long enough. Many, many cases, it's 2, 3, and going on 4 generations of silence. The worst thing of all is the battle that all these victims have with the hierarchy, the government of these institutions. You know, too many parents, too many aunts, uncles, friends, siblings. No one could believe. Maybe the behavior was strange of the friend, of the victim. No one believed. So many of these victims, what was going on. That's the sad part about it is. Pleas, behavioral changes just went unnoticed. How in the world could the church, how in the world could the Olympic Committee, gosh, St. George's, these are the institutions most respected in this country, yet look what has happened to so many children. And the most difficult thing is just thinking of the many victims out there who are remaining silent, and as you heard from Jim, just the embarrassment, not even be able to tell your parents, your father, your best friend what was happening. That's unimaginable. So I certainly support this bill, and I really hope it brings the better balance for victims and true justice, and that's our aim here. Thank you.